I don't hear it.
I have
Maybe they're hearing it. Oh god. Uh-oh. We also have to go live on Facebook. YouTube, you got first dibs. We're here for you, bruh.
This is gonna be a disaster.
Stop saying that.
Are they even live on YouTube? Where are we live right now?
We're live on YouTube.
I got.
If you want to go to, you can pull up YouTube.
I have it up.
Do you know how to work it? Hello, hello,
yeah,
everyone.
I can see you on YouTube now. Yeah.
You can? Okay.
YouTube is working.
Great. So far, so good.
Facebook, not so much. Is that by design?
Well, it's designed in the sense that I haven't started it. So, yes.
How do I read the YouTube chat?
I don't know.
Denton said hello.
Hi,
That's all
Denton.
I need to know.
Guys, welcome. Welcome.
We got Tijuana, Mexico.
Start streaming.
That's the thing. There's going to be no podcast. It's just going to be reading comments.
Yeah, I told you it's going to be hard to actually focus on anything we're doing. All right.
That's fine.
We're live.
Guys, there's a wellness. Are we live on Facebook? I don't want to make this speech twice.
Yeah, don't make the speech one. Hang on. And we're live on Facebook. No one's in the room yet, but they will be.
I'm going to pull up Facebook on my phone.
Yeah, you can share it, I guess. Welcome, all. Welcome. Oh, man. I need to have like dual screens here.
That's what I'm saying. It's brutal. Let's just have an hour and a half show.
Yeah.
Where we do nothing but read comments.
I mean, that's essentially what the show is, I think. Denton, hello. What's up, everybody? Minby. We got a number of people joining. Hey, guys, what's up? Rico on the big TV.
I'm not entirely sure how to share the YouTube. This is why we don't do, by the way, this is our Facebook.
You want me to send you the link, bro? I'll send it.
I don't care. It's fine.
No, it'd be, I mean, don't you want people on the FB to see it? All right.
That's fine. I have it on my phone. We're good.
I know you do, but the others we want to be able to see what actually is happening. All right, whatever.
I don't know what that means.
The people who we want to actually watch the show.
Okay, let's start.
This is how. What's fun is you are actually seeing exactly what the podcast is like. This is
Jesse left his side of the desk and absolutely.
By the way, this is yours, so I don't want get that. And these are supposed to be yours.
That's the darn it doll. That's what that's for.
But we have this center area. That's clean.
Office.
By the way, look at this camera.
Which one? This one?
Look at this one first.
Okay.
All right. Now, everybody, you guys want to see a little bit more Mike? You just say the word. Bam. There's Mike.
Where are we at? This one now?
There it is. Right over there.
Office
say hi to him, Mike. And then you got
your crap is still in I like that all your filth is still in the picture. There he is.
What's up? Yeah, that's gonna stay there.
Oh yeah, where's the intro music?
We haven't are we officially start?
Okay, started right now. Go.
Welcome.
This is how the podcast goes every week. Little bit of a behind the scenes. So we're going to pay attention to some of the chat as we go. We'll have a live call-in section here at the end as well. If you want to call in and make a comment, a question, whatever, make it brief and don't be boring. That is why I ask if you call in, because we will dump you. Spotify. Here's why we're doing it real quick.
Okay.
You've already said too much. Spotify, and remind me we are live. There's no cutting of things.
Carlos,
I say.
Can you cut everything that Mike said so far?
There's no cutting of inappropriate comments, so I have to be on my best behavior today. So Spotify is having a wellness week. I find it hilarious that they're having a mental wellness week, and I'm still working because I would put my mental health up against anybody at that company in terms of being a whack job. However, instead of taking the week off, we thought, what we've never done is streamed a live podcast and given the Facebook group a live view of the audience. Of the office, what we do, the awkwardness too, because there will be no cut. So if we get in a fight today, as we do usually once a show, and we have to have Carlos mute the microphones, you will see it.
I said, like I was agreeing with you. This is the problem. He knows he's live. Usually
now I know
he's
live.
really not this annoying to me in the normal podcast zone, but it's okay. We're going to have a great time. So hyped. We're getting some nice chat. Guys, leave a like on whatever you're watching this on, please. We would appreciate it.
I can't say that I really don't care.
At the end of the show today, I think what we're going to take away from this is we will never do one of these again.
Well, we're doing a live podcast at the Mint Collective in a month.
But that's
This is a dry
different
run
thing, though, because like I don't have to watch
Be
comments. I don't have
straight
to
with
look at
me.
the audience.
Would you
and be
rather
like,
do it here, live in our studio with a live audience watching on platforms, YouTube and Facebook, or do it live in person at the Mint Collective in front of an actual live audience?
see, there's a different expectation here. I have to like man the station, like get the drops, change camera angles. I don't have to worry about any of that live in Vegas. I
don't
I'm
think
more
you
looking
realize how
forward to
low
that.
of a bar people have for your expectations.
You know, hey guys, can we just get a word in the chat of how awful Mike is? Just if you have any thoughts or opinions on it.
This, are we?
Hey, Mike, if you want to go there, we will. By the way, we do have an actual show. We've got some notes, but some of the show is just going to be you guys shouting out thoughts. If you guys want to hear topics, like Mike said, there will be a call-in feature, but we are also unfortunately reading the chat constantly. So feel free.
Not anymore. We're good. We're gonna roll through.
You're not
Here's
going
what
to
I
look
want
at any of it?
Here's what I
Okay.
want to start with, because this is a freelance episode. So if you're in the Facebook group, by the way, there's 55,000 of you clowns, and almost no one knows we have a podcast. The group is named after the show.
The
That's where the group comes from.
Yep.
Listen to the podcast if you're in the Facebook group. Actually, I don't really care if you do. Here's my first thing, though. When we have the podcast on the Ringer, when it's serious, we've been instructed very carefully by Bill. Like, hey, get into a topic. Nobody likes you to. No
Mhm.
one cares what you have to say about things.
often the
Hit
case.
sports and get after it. Today is a different story, though. I am mad at you about something. We haven't talked about this because when I started to, you told me off air not to.
Oh,
Why don't you tell the people, the audience, the movie you went to see?
so
First, describe your level of betrayal.
let me
Start with that.
No. Let me say this. Did I or did I
Cowardice.
not on Friday morning? Was it set Friday? Friday morning, I said, hey, on Sunday or Monday, I'm going to go see Ant-Man. I'm going to go see the new Ant-Man. You showed no desire to want to go see
I
it.
told you I was in, by the way.
No, you did not.
Dude, I'm pretty sure I did. tell
I
you
know
this.
for a fact you didn't
I
because
said
I was
I've
waiting
never-
to see if
I
you
said I
were
have
going to want to see
never
it.
seen an Ant-Man before, and I haven't seen any
Exactly. You did say
of them.
that.
And I was like, I'm going to start with this.
you didn't say you were starting with it. You said you don't care
Did
for
you
him.
like them? Well, I don't even know. How would I say that? I don't
So
really know.
let's get down to the nitty gritty
Ooh.
about Ant-Man.
I'm going to give you a grade for you, and you can tell me if I'm right or wrong. You're giving it a 4 out of 10.
It's funny you say that. I
can read your disappointment like a book. I feel like your wife. I can read your disappointment. Maybe that's reversed.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think that's me reading her disappointment.
We're calling our wives at some point during the show.
Oh my goodness, should we do that? That'd be funny. The Rotten Tomatoes is 43%. So it would be the general critic is a 4 out of 10. The audience score is like 8 something out of 10 or 80 something. So I would say I'm probably a little lower. I was like, there was a point in the movie where I'm like, I wonder if I have any messages. Like, and that's when I knew, like, oh. I'm not really that in.
Had you taken your Adderall?
I hadn't, because there's a nationwide shortage, by the way. So I have
Seriously?
been on like I was off and on, and I was just off for a long time. And recently I got back onto it on a small dosage where I just had a stockpile left over and I was finally running out. I went to the doctor last week and I was like, all right, I need a new prescription. He's like, I can get you one, but you're not gonna get any till like May. I'm like,
Seriously?
yeah, I'm
Can
like,
you order that like on eBay? Like, can you just go online and find it somewhere?
it's a controlled substance.
I know what it is. I'm just asking.
I mean, I can go on the dark web and probably find
You
some,
order a
but
bunch of
I
other
mean, like,
crap. Laser pointers that can blind a pilot. You have those.
that was hard to find those. I do have that. But the bottom line is Sports Boy is going to be very sparing in that. And that was probably the problem. I didn't take anything beforehand. So I was a little distracted. However, all that being said, it has set up some stuff for the future of the Marvel
This
Universe.
Kang fella.
Yeah, so
He's a bad
no
dude.
spoilers. However, I did record the first minute of the movie on my phone.
That's called piracy.
I know. I haven't posted it.
You know this is live.
I was just
correct?
gonna say, if you guys want to see it, we have the ability right now. As you can see here, we can cut to this
Where am I
screen.
looking? Which one?
You can't see it. You'd have to be on YouTube
This
or
is
Facebook to
enjoyable.
see it. But we can play you videos. We've got some stuff to show you later. Oh, you know what? Let's go ahead and get this out of the way. There you go. Mike wanted everyone to see that is what his dogs look like.
I forget there's a delay on here.
You're on Facebook. If you go to the
There's a
YouTube
delay
one.
on YouTube.
Oh,
YouTube
really?
hasn't even showed it yet.
Oh, it's showing
YouTube
fine
is
for me.
behind on the pictures.
Oh,
Chat is instant. That's
okay,
Brady
cool.
and Griffey, my boys.
Well, there you go.
People
Brady and
ask why I don't
Griffey.
talk about the dogs anymore because no one cared about the dogs because people are dumb.
Well, I don't
Those
know
are my boys.
I don't know
Brady's
if no one
the
cares.
Brady's the light one. Griffey's the dark one.
It's like when I do trivia or when I do anything that's not sports card, it
No one
gets a
cares.
little bit of interest, but it's like, oh, we're here for the sports cards, bro. By the way, this is my dog. Her name is Cece, and she's adorable.
Talking barely run.
No, dude. Now that the heartworms are gone,
Oh, can she move
her
now?
energy is. She has the zoomies 24/7.
Oh yeah, look at how
I like her less.
Yeah, she's energetic there.
I like her less.
She's
Whose
literally
foot is that?
unconscious.
Don't look at that foot.
What is that? A cattle hoof?
If that's my wife's foot, you're.
Oh, the foot. I think you meant the thing under her paw. I guarantee that's your wife's. It's not your foot.
Don't go.
I've seen.
What does that
foot.
mean? What is? So, anyways, we got sports cards in the news this week.
We can talk feet.
Oh yeah, I should probably cut the camera. That's the other thing. I'm gonna forget to cut camera.
You're fine. Cut camera. We get CC on there.
No, they're. It's back to normal now.
It'll be there.
All-Star Weekend. Did you watch any of it?
I cannot tell you how much I disdain the All-Star game.
Oh, really?
This, by the way, real quick, one thing that's come up twice now. Sawyer just asked. This will not be on Spotify. It will only be on our stuff here.
Yes,
it will be on our socials, nowhere else. Well, I'm not sorry. You don't. They took the week off. We're not giving them any content. I hate the All-Star game. Is such a fluke now. I used to like it when it was actually competitive. Now it's literally just like guys throwing up half-court shots and then like running around and like not even like defense is so like they make a joke of not playing defense. Don't play the game. That's my honestly. I don't think you should play the game at all.
Like when you say like
Any
don't play the game, there shouldn't even
there
be
should
a
not
game?
be a unless
Okay.
if you're not going to play at all.
Yeah,
don't have one or have like a 2-on-2.
The fact that
But the
Tatum
5-on-5
got 50 something points, does that matter at
Dude,
all?
you could have scored 5 points.
Okay.
You can't dribble a basketball.
They
It's pathetic. Like I really have
it just seemed like another version of the dunk contest in the game because it just seemed like guys
yeah,
were
that's
like
all it
giving,
is.
and they would like make room for them and like give them a chance. All right, let's show
It's
off that.
garbage.
I get that they're trying to make it entertaining and all, but I guess I would agree with
That's
that.
my question. Who's entertained by that? I'm fine with a dunk contest. I'm fine with a 3-point contest. Give me a 2-on-2 of the top 20 players. 10 teams have like a playoff like that, like first to 10 points, something like that. I would be fine with. I have zero use for the game itself. I also hate that there's any not even overreaction. There should be no reaction in the card market to what happens there.
There was one that we saw.
Oh, Mac McClung. Granted, that dude can dunk like a beast.
Yeah,
he's little.
So what is that? Just because someone can dunk does not mean they're good at the game of basketball.
Someone
obviously.
says it funds the NBA retirement fund.
Really?
I don't know if that's true or not, but even if it is, have a 2-on-2 tournament. You know how much money you'd make if guys like actually played 2-on-2? Have a 1-on-1 tournament.
I did find it like the parts that I checked in on, and I went back and then watched some highlights too.
I can see you loving it.
I did. I mean, it is fun, like especially when guys are good at what they do. Like the guys like McClung, I think he deserved it because it wasn't like, hey, give me like 5 chances to do this. Like he was pulling it off like first try. That's a lot of fun. That's like easy to watch.
His pricing went insane, by the way.
I pulled up a couple things.
Who is buying Mac McClung cards for any reason?
The question comes up like, is there ever a reason to buy someone based on the immediate, like there's hype where it's like a buildup of hype, right? But then there's hype where it's like, oh, some news just broke and you know it's like a short-term thing.
Yes, favorite.
Can you not
flavor.
pay attention? Like I'm trying to have a conversation with you.
This is live. I can't argue with you live. Go ahead, you're doing great.
Anyway, so my question is there ever an opportunity or is there ever a reason to buy that hype? Like I can't think of a single time.
Yeah,
and the people who bought this,
I'll give you an instance. Hype in the sense of like somebody has an outstanding first round of the playoffs. Fine, there's more to come. Second round.
Yes.
You know, AFC Championship, Super Bowl,
but again,
whatever.
that's like a hype that leads to things.
Well, this
like,
could lead to something. What if he now makes it NBA roster? Comes out of the G League.
But do people think that? Like, I mean, we were just talking about that. Do people just because you're good at dunking does not mean you're all of a sudden great at the game of basketball?
That's fair. But maybe he is guy. I have no idea what Mac McClung is.
Looking at some of his stats on like
give me the numbers, Jesse. Make the Jimmy's dance. People have mentioned that. They want to see the Jimmy's dance.
Oh, we can cut to the no, I don't have to.
Do you have a thing of just your hands? Yeah, cut to just your fingers. Show these people what oh god. Are they bigger today? What'd you do?
I don't think so.
What size ring is that? Hang on. That's just pointing at me. Oh, you moved it.
I moved it.
I want to see the ring. Keep it on that camera for a second. Give me your ring. Take your wedding ring.
Okay. What's happening? Are you putting? Don't.
That's my little guy in there. That's my little ring in the middle there. Little guy. Just flopping her. See if this will stay on my thumb. Nope. Okay, you can take it back now. You can cut to the other camera.
Did you guys ever see Lord of the Rings, Sauron's ring? That's actually where that
Sauron
came
was
from.
8 feet tall. That ring would fall right off his wrist. That's fine.
It's not that big, bro.
You know what? That, by the way, you don't get to see this in the podcast either. I take a little bit of pride anytime I can make Jesse laugh out loud like that. Jesse is not a fan of sympathy laughs, which I appreciate.
You're not either, though. I think anytime we can make the other one laugh.
Are we live selling on the pod? This JC, there will be no live selling on here. I will be live selling tonight, though.
Do you see what Eddie Mancini?
Also,
I don't know if you.
We lost audio when it went to the camera. They said.
Oh, that's good to know.
We won't be going back to that camera.
That's weird that we lost audio. That shouldn't. Oh, I know why.
Fix it. Can you fix it now or no?
Yeah, I can already fix it. In fact, we have to do this. So now. Oh no. Oh, I gave out the number. Oh, I hope no one saw that number. All right, there. Now we can do it.
Was that your actual phone number?
No, it's a Google number.
Oh, that would have been great.
All right. So bottom line is, I don't know why there's ever a time someone should buy something when the hype comes out of nowhere like that, and it doesn't initially because you have time to think before I go out and buy a card or list it, you have time to think, oh, does this actually lead to something? That's my question, is why these guys buy this, because you can't get the card and turn it around in the time period of the All-Star weekend. So I just don't.
Yeah, with him, I don't see any upside at all, right? He's not going to make a roster. Even if he does, he's not ever going to be a starter in this league who contributes. So in this instance, 0.
Do you see someone comment, no drink coasters? Do you not respect the wood? It's funny. I've thought this many a time because I see drink stain or ring stains on my side, and I've seen them on your side. Do we care at all about that? I don't think I care.
I don't see anything on my side.
You have to have it's an angle, bro. From this angle, I don't see anything, but down here I do.
Okay.
Anyway, so All-Star Weekend didn't really do much on pricing. I did pull up Tatum just to see if it did anything at all. There was
a little bit of a bump.
I mean, but he had that bump. It looked like on the 16th, his card sold for 200, and as of right now, it went up to 205. I'm talking about his 2017 Prism PSA 10. It did 205 over the weekend, and it's still at 201.
I want to read a comment, but I listened to what you said, so I waited to read this. The non-podcast Facebook members are nonsensicals.
Oh,
Joseph, that's fair. I like that. All right, I really don't care about that subject anymore. What is next? I do. I hate the All-Star Weekend. I always have.
That's fine.
I just don't think it's anything enjoyable. I don't know.
I think there was talk of Westbrook, some news.
I did hear this. Westbrook might sign with the Clippers.
Oh, I thought it was official. It's still
no, just news.
Just talk. Okay.
He's another guy, though. We're going to see a bunch of card clowns. This is when we'll see the Instagram buffoons. I have to watch what I say because we can't edit stuff.
You're doing good.
Everybody will be out there throwing their money, all the LA. I feel like this is one of those moves people get excited about. I did a deep dive the other night. I was going to bring up a whole bunch of just YouTube guys because we're on YouTube and I hate it, as you know, and just absolutely just literally just list off all these card YouTubers and just rip them apart. And I was like, you know what? Not nice. So I decided to leave that off the notes.
I thought this had something to do with Russell Westbrook. No, but it has nothing to do.
I do think Russell Westbrook is going to be a guy we start seeing get pumped.
You think?
I do. I don't think we should. He's going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. He's going to go to a team that's going to be a championship. In the running for a championship with the Clippers, especially if Kawhi's back. And I think you're going to see a bunch of guys really start to push and try to hype him up.
My concern is just his age.
I wouldn't buy him no matter what you did. Not only his age, people can't stand him.
Yeah, okay. Wait, really?
He's annoying. He has some great stats and some great seasons. He doesn't contribute to winning.
His average points this year, 15 points per game, 7 assists.
But the man has averaged a triple-double in the past for a season. He's ridiculous.
Yeah, okay.
It was ridiculous. Had an unbelievable peak. I just have no use for him now. And I don't think his style of basketball is ever... I don't think he can ever... Although out there, he doesn't have to be a top 2 guy. But yeah, that's why I'm not... I guess if there's any increase in price and you have his cards, I just say sell him. I don't think there's any reason to buy him or try to, buy into the hype of that guy.
Yeah, I was just checking his pricing. He's really not done anything but go down over the last
2009 rookie?
year.
No, 2009.
2008.
2008.
Topps Chrome PSA 10 is his rookie. There's only 130 of them though.
Yeah, 2010.
And what do you think that card goes for?
150.
I mean, he's an Hall of Famer, right?
300.
Yeah, he's like 350.
That is wild though. There's only 120 of them. Luka has 22,000. His PSA 10 Prism sells for what? 350, 400. My
That's-
brother's in the chat. Look at this. What a day.
Which one? Facebook?
YouTube. I like Tommy's comment, by the way. Well, I don't care for Tommy's name. Tommi. I don't like that, but I like his comment.
Hey, Tommy,
YouTubers in this
enough.
hobby remind me of 90s boy bands. That's fair.
Does anyone
do.
have does anyone have any YouTubers that they actually like? Let's start it to a positive note. I am curious. Is anybody like, oh yeah, that guy's comment?
Oh yeah, you tell me the guy you like.
content is
You tell
really
me the
good.
content you like, and I'll tell you why I hate it.
That's
We'll
fair.
play a little game. I don't have anything else.
Kids watch YouTube. That's a fair point.
I
Oh,
can't stand most kids.
Foodie says you guys. That's sweet. Actually,
We don't even
have-
put out YouTube.
But he just goes back and
Erroneous.
rewatches all her old stuff. Pac-Man. Okay.
Pac-Man sits and rips packs, right? That's the kid.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, I guess that's fine. Card
Pac-Man
collector
cards-
too. I actually do. I don't mind Ryan because Ryan, I feel like, is fairly realistic with it.
I would agree with that. There's sometimes where I've watched some of his videos and it just seems like he's taking on a very Jeff Wilson role where it's like, I feel like I'm watching a TV show. The same thing is like, the same opening. He has the same kind of mannerisms, which that's fine. He's developing a brand, it looks like. You know what is really interesting? And I'm wondering if the YouTube audience would agree with this or not. When we were more active on YouTube,
Mhm.
we got more likes, more people would watch and follow if like the clip, the thumbnail was something that didn't look like it was processed. Like it just looked like someone took a photo and they just slapped that up there. There was no photoshopping of it. There was no text or anything like that. We'd literally have more views on that than the ones I would spend like a couple hours
Yeah, you spend
putting
some time
together.
on those things.
And I just like, I don't understand where I'll go out there and I'll search and it won't just be us. It'll be in general, the hobby seems to take more notice of a non-polished thumbnail, which just makes me wonder if guys really, the deep down hobby enthusiasts care about the YouTube content out there. I mean, obviously
I
there's
just
some
hate
guys
it.
do.
I hate it because it's fake.
Yeah, but that's
By
what I
and
think.
large,
I think
just-
people see that and they think, oh, that's fake, and they don't watch. I think they have a similar opinion.
Yeah, I mean, because here's the thing, and I've met some of these clowns. Some of these buffoons came up to me at the Nashville show. I wish you were there. I forget those kids' names. They were both like 20 years old.
Were they nice?
They were nice,
Okay.
but they have like this cock. First of all, they were way overdressed for a show. Second of all, they came up. I think Denton was there with me.
Okay.
Did Denton come to Nashville for that? Denton, are
The
you
National?
in no, Nashville. I'm sorry.
Oh, Nashville.
I don't know if Denton's still in the chat on YouTube. They came up to the table. Hey, are you buying?
Yeah.
Which first thing I was like, listen, I try to be straight with people because I don't want to waste anybody's time. I'm like, listen, I'm buying, but I would, unless it's Brady, Griffey, Bill Russell.
Yeah.
People who are, I mean, honestly, all older than these kids' parents. I'm like, I'm only buying to resell. By the way, half the episode, this is live. It's me just burping out my monster. It's awesome.
You usually at least lean back a little bit
no,
from the
they're
microphone.
getting the full experience. So this is my issue with it is, okay, I'm only buying to resell. So where are you at with it?
Okay.
Am I supposed to look at the camera now? I noticed you pulled me up solo.
Don't
That's
you
fine.
worry.
So here was my thing with this. I was like, so the first words out of the kid's mouth. I mean, you could try, but like, dude, there's no comps. And I know this kid had a YouTube station because he had some random mute behind him with a camera.
Do you think he knew you? Like,
No.
Okay.
19-year-olds are not listening to the podcast.
Okay.
And I'm just an old guy to them. But I was like, dude, my first question, I was like, I'm all set. That's exactly what I said. He's like, well, what do you mean? I was like, like, come on, you have a YouTube station about cards? And
Yeah.
that one kid was like, yeah, you don't know who he is. He said his name, and I forget. Very forgettable kid. And I was like, if you know that much about cards, then there's a comp. Same card, like I always say,
yes.
same card of a different player
Yes.
in that realm, different card, same number. Like, give me something to work with. And then come to find out the kid bought the stuff off Burns anyways, a Grand Slam, my buddy Nate.
Oh, yeah.
So I know what Nate prices stuff at.
So you think he's purposely trying to take advantage of you?
Oh yeah, people do the play dumb thing and this and that. And then I throw out numbers and it's like, oh, well, I want to be at 10,000 here. I'm like, well, this is pretty comparable. It sold at 8. Okay, so you'd be at 8? It's like, again, child, I know you're still in school. So wake up from the hours of 9 to 2 or whatever time these idiots go to school.
Fair.
70% of 8 would be what?
Don't
There you go.
make me do it.
5,600, you're fine.
Okay.
But like, so like that's what I'd pay.
Yeah.
Oh, couldn't sell it for that. Well, then why are we doing this?
Then why?
Like, what
come
is
over,
the point? If you only want to get top dollar for your stuff, which I don't mind, don't come over to a guy who tells you flat out I'm only paying 70%.
But I mean, like, that is probably not going to be the case. The majority of people that come up, though.
No. I'm talking about
Like
the smug, arrogant YouTube kids.
Sure.
Here's the other thing. I often, and I've told you this before too, I would love to see these kids actually have follow-up videos of when they sell the stuff.
Yeah.
Because I see what these donkeys pay at card shows. No, that's how I know none of the. First of all, Ryan with his views is probably making money off content.
Card collector too.
Jeff Wilson makes
Yeah.
money off content.
Sure.
Who else? Pac-Man must. Pac-Man has a huge following. I guarantee his
absolutely.
his content, right?
Yeah.
These other kids have small stations. Like they're not getting, even if you're getting 10, 20,000 views a video, you're not getting paid enough to make a living. The amount of money these little kids are throwing around, I say little, they're like 18 to 22. You're not making money off content. You're certainly not making money off cards because I see in your videos what you pay.
Sure.
Because you're just doing it to throw hundreds and to be awesome. Almost everybody in the card space who does this is losing money.
Well, I think
they just so they have cash from their family is really what I feel.
That is the case.
No, that's why I brought up Ryan, by the way, real quick. I brought up Card Collector 2 for this fact that Ryan actually sells on Whatnot all the time, and I see what he sells for.
Yes.
That dude is cleaning out, which he should be. Good for him. But these other kids, they just buy for the thrill. That's why I have so much disdain for YouTube. It's fantasy land.
The issue that comes there is that where I don't have as much of an issue is because it is the case with every piece of content out there. There's for every guy who makes it, there's going to be 100 plus of failures, and those are the guys that actually is what kind of helps elevate some of them, in my opinion. Where it's like you see so much trash that when you actually see something good, it's like, oh, it stands out and makes you want to subscribe and follow that one to see more of their stuff. So while I get that it is garbage and you hate it, correct, I also see a benefit to it if you are a talented person, because the talent can rise to the top. It's like two little mice and a bucket of cream. Oh, they're the ones that sing.
Which one am I, Frank?
You're the one.
Which one am I, Frank?
The little. Hey, Steve, how are you, man? By the way, I was gonna save this, but now maybe we can just do it throughout.
Is it a gift? Am I getting
a gift?
Not
a gift. It's not a gift.
Am I getting a present?
Technically, I paid for it, and I'm sharing it with you, so it's kind of a gift.
I'll get charged for this.
So
it is a gift.
I thought
there's. You got me cookies?
Well, I got us. There's some new flavors out there. I thought, what better way to just throw some weird nonsense into the show than we'll do like a little taste test, see what you like the best, what we like, and what we hate.
What am I looking? You didn't get any chocolate chip?
No, because you've had chocolate chip.
What is this crap on top of that?
First off,
that's Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Thank you.
Gift horse in the mouth. First off, but yes, one is Cinnamon Toast Crunch, one is Nutter Butter. Oh, here. Actually, why aren't we doing this?
You can see it from there. You can actually see it. Keep where it was at.
Or I can just do that.
By the way, that's a good comment by Lightyear Thrifting. It isn't different to podcasting world, social media. It really isn't. There's so much rubbish, also some good quality stuff. I do agree. Cinnamon Toast Crunch on a cookie. Do we have like little plates? It's just like, hey,
we
napkins?
Have the cleaning people. The cleaning people will come and clean
My
it
mother
up.
And stepfather?
I mean, I pay them, so that's fine.
You will show
Jack Ellen, you're doing great, by the way.
Pull up the picture. Pull up the picture I sent you. This is a perfect segue.
Oh, God.
Pull up the picture right now. I got a call from my mother. This is not a joke. My mom moved to Tennessee in November, December? My mom and her husband, my stepfather moved to Tennessee in November. My dad and uncle, brothers, they moved down in February, like not even a month ago.
Yeah.
I get a call from my mother after I get this picture. Can they see it? You tell me when they can see it.
There you go.
I get a call. This picture comes to me in a text, and then I get a phone call. There's something in the back. I own the house they live in. So they're calling the landlord because there's an issue.
Okay.
He tells me, you get rid of the little square. They can't see the whole thing.
Oh, is that? No, they can't.
No, I'm on you. Okay, now it's gone. There's an animal in the back hall. She can't get out the door.
There's an animal in the back hallway.
And she sends me this picture. And I'm like, what? I'm not sure what that is, Ma.
This is at her house?
Yeah, the apartment, 250.
At the apartment?
Yeah.
Where's this carpet?
It's like the little mat in front of the door.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't have birds all over the house.
Yeah, I was going to say, what have you done?
So, literally, though, she goes, well, there are two different types of skunk in Tennessee, which I don't know if there's any way to verify that. Because I think it's a skunk, which I'm like, how would a skunk get in the back? Did you just leave the door open? This isn't a skunk, by the way. You know the answer to that. I don't trust your judgment in a lot of ways, but just to be clear, what two colors are a skunk? Say it.
It's black and white.
Yeah. Do you see any white on this thing? Just a furry pile of black.
I'm still trying to figure out what it is.
The fact that she calls me, though, I'm like, if it's this serious, you got to call me.
Yep.
Like, well, where's Jack? Is he? Want you wake up your husband?
Yeah.
You know, it's a duster. But she opened the door and literally there was a, and I was like, wait a minute. You know that's not an animal.
Was she stuck in the bedroom like she couldn't leave?
No, she just couldn't get out of the back door. She was okay. The rest of the house separate. That's in the laundry room.
That's in the laundry room. Okay.
Laundry room, back hallway.
That is adorable.
You can take that down now.
I mean, do the people still want to see it though?
I don't care what the people want. That's not true.
That is it's pretty amazing that she thought that it was an animal. But you know what? Moms be crazy. We are in our mid-30s. Mike just experienced this. He was listening to a voicemail right beforehand. I don't know about you guys.
What were we talking about?
We were talking about how like our moms are be crazy. The fact that we have moms still, we should be thankful. And for that, we should eat a cookie and see what they say. Which one do you want? We got
I can't. Here's the thing. I cannot eat a cookie when I'm done with the monster. I just finished this monster. I'll be sick to my stomach. You can't.
What do you mean?
Can't eat a cookie sugar when you're smashing monster. I gotta let it settle. I'll puke all over you.
God. You can't.
I'll try some. I'll chill out with the monster. Relax.
All right, I'm gonna take a bite.
Steve knows.
All right.
Tea Time says that we're gonna do a little Q&A sesh. We are. How much of that got in your mouth? Okay.
Are you okay?
Well, here's the other thing the audience doesn't get to
That's
see.
why I got you your own, bro.
Here's the other thing. Jesse knows this, and he has respect for me, which I appreciate. I will not go anywhere near that piece of food now. I do not share drinks, except it's my wife. I don't share anything.
Is this a safe enough distance, would you say?
It is.
I think so. Okay.
I even got in the car the other day. My dad goes, I had a swig of your Coke. I was like, bro, first of all, why are you touching my stuff? You have your own drink. I had to pay for breakfast, by the way, McDonald. As a matter of fact, I don't know if my dad's bought a meal since he's been here. Between me and my uncle. I'm just going to tell you right now, him moving here is going to literally put me out of business. I was upset about it. I don't share food. I don't share drinks. I'm not comfortable with any of it. You want to do? Well, we don't have to do phone calls now. You want to do some more?
We
stuff
can
here?
do. We can. We still have to do.
We can sneak in a phone. If somebody actually wants to call in, Jesse, how's this going to work? Is this going to phones?
We're
ring?
just gonna. Oh boy. All right. So here's the thing.
Yep.
You will get cut off if you say anything inappropriate or if you're very boring. We would like to do it just like we do mailbag on Facebook.
The SGC video too.
We can do that, but we would like to keep this just how we would normally. Keep it short.
Can you keep them on hold? Is there like a hold?
I don't know. I don't know if the phone feature has that. We'll see.
Because that would be nice. You're in the middle of a thought.
If nothing, I can just turn the volume all the way down on them.
Okay. I'd give it a try. We've never done the calls before. What we need to do is what they have like on phone call, like radio stations. You call into that third-party service. Hey, what's your name? Name pops up. Then there's like a list and it's on hold.
If we were going to do this regularly, absolutely.
I'm not sure the live interaction either because we also record during the middle of the day.
Well, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
So
I love it. That's how I made my start in anything radio. It's where my interest began.
Sure, absolutely.
Boston Mike in Nashville.
I think we all remember that.
Bit of a Morgan Fox is in the chat now. I don't care for
Hello.
that. Don't care for that.
Mr. Director coming through Hollywood.
Chris Vernon's gonna get an Oscar, I was told.
What is
supporting actor? Inside joke, you're not there.
Thanks for that. All right. So
Zach just texted me. Workers will be there at 8 a.m. Gonna finish the place. Yeah. In your dreams.
Okay. That he's talking about contractors at his house. That's okay.
My brother-in-law.
Are we doing the phone number thing?
Good,
are we allowing people to call?
Okay. Toss it up, and I'm going to talk about something while they do that.
All right, I'm going to leave it up just for like a second. So if you guys want to call,
and there's no hold, there's no waiting. I mean, so if one person calls,
this is my nightmare.
Just try it. Hit it right quick.
It's up, and it's down. So
that was it. If they didn't get it,
if they didn't get it, we'll put it up later if we want.
You didn't want me to talk about this sports card radio.
I know
you hate.
I don't. No. I don't like their contact. Oh God!
Is it the ringing?
It's happening.
Get your mute button ready. Can the audience hear him? All right, who's on the phone? What do we have here?
All right. Oh God!
Hang on. This is Nick Shipper.
I'm sorry, Nick. 1 second. I have to end that call.
It's all good.
It's not that good, Nick. We can't figure out how to get the ringing to stop.
It's.
I don't mind this. Better than the intro.
I hate it so much. Hang on. Oh, you know what?
Is Nick still there?
Someone is calling.
Yeah, this is great for me.
God, Nick, this is a nightmare.
Can you send the person a voicemail?
Well, it's not how it's happening on the computer somewhere. Like I know what it is. It's my email that I have pulled up. It's like the Google email. Hang on. We're going to stop that from happening in the future. All right.
It better not.
Ooh, I think we're
his
good.
First and last name, by the way. I don't know if I trust. I don't know about
Nick,
that. Nick Shipper.
How are you, man? Welcome to the podcast.
Nick, where do you live?
I am in Michigan.
What
I
part
am
of the
hanging
glove?
out with my two kids here, Cole and Jack. Yes, you sent them that picture for one of their birthdays. I just want to say thank you for that.
Cole and Jack, hey buddies, how are you? Absolutely, I was more than happy to. I don't remember.
I didn't get anything for the kids.
You
What
don't
is
like
this, a
children.
setup?
Everyone knows that.
No, sad day.
Well, Nick, what's on your mind?
So my question for you guys is this. So we're in the off season, which means it's buying season in the NFL. So my question is, which 49ers quarterback is the one to buy? Thanks, guys.
He's going to take his answer off air.
By the
now,
way,
that's a professional.
I'm not going to lie to you. No more phone calls.
That's how
Yep.
you do
a
it,
shout out
Nick.
for the kids. Gets right to the point, and
I
he's
immediately
gone.
muted it.
Nick, I hope your kids grow up to be half the man you are. Yeah, that's weird. Because, I mean, you can't buy Garoppolo. There's no upside, right? I guess it comes down to this. When is Purdy going to be back, and how far does he fall? Like, how? Because I
But
just...
also, the answer is not. Do you agree
Trey
that
Lance?
it is right now, though? That
Purdy?
now is the time to buy, I mean.
he says in the offseason, so you still have a few months.
Oh, okay. I thought the
But I guess
implication was like now we are buying.
Okay, if I had to buy a guy today, I'd buy Trey Lance. I
But
don't
you're
even know
not
that
buying, though.
I wouldn't buy anybody today right
Yeah.
now. Either of those two. And then who's going to start?
That's
Like,
the question.
realistically, I
People
think
are saying Purdy might be healthy enough to, like, he might recover fast enough to actually come back.
Here's the other thing, too. I know his pricing got out of hand. Brock Purdy played very well the last 8
did.
weeks of the season.
It could have been a fluke. Who knows? But obviously, that I don't think anyone's thinking that's a fluke going into the next season.
Well, not to mention, you made the NFC Championship game and he got hurt. Like, it's not like he just sat out. He ripped his elbow apart.
Yep, absolutely.
But a UCL is a weird injury. So I think right now I'm Trey Lance. If in 3-4 months, when we're getting closer, like over the halfway point of his rehab, hey, Purdy's progressing well, he's at least going to compete for the starting job, and his market comes way down, then I'd take a shot on Purdy because I think Purdy is very good, and that team is loaded. So it really just depends. If Purdy's out, though, and it looks like in 3 or 4 months, hey, the market is bottomed out, it's settled in football because people are starting to ramp up, then and Trey Lance looks like he's going to start, I guess that's kind of where I fall down. It's not really a yes or no or this guy, that guy. Who is going to start? Like in 3 months from today, who does it look like is going to be the starter? That's who I would buy, either one of those cases.
Off the top of your head, do you think how many teams are going to start a rookie QB, a brand new guy that we don't know about yet?
A rookie or a new quarterback?
No, a rookie. Do you think anybody starts a rookie?
There's a few good quarterbacks. Yeah, there's going to be 2 or 3 next year, probably.
When do we find out about that? When does
draft is in April?
April.
Yep.
Man, I'm excited for that.
That wasn't terrible, by the way.
No.
I want to take another phone call so we can really have a
that's
train wreck. That's really what I'm looking for. All right, we'll take another one after this. Flash the number again real quick. I was saying, you hate sports card radio. I don't mind. I can appreciate what they do.
I'm not flashing until we're done because they'll call immediately.
Don't ever say you're flashing.
Actually, someone's already calling right now. They already heard. Do you want to go ahead and take it?
Go ahead. Take this one.
All right.
This guy just starts screaming obscenities. We dump him. Hello. What is the radio on?
Hey, how's it going? This is Dell from Kansas City.
Hey,
Dell, nice to meet you. Hey, turn your radio down for us. We appreciate it,
Dell,
bro.
this is a rookie
Wow,
mistake.
that is just how they do on
Yep.
the radio.
Dell,
I feel real. He feels real. Dell's doing great.
Dell,
Thanks,
you got to kill the volume. All right, Dell. Dell from Kansas City. All right. Hup.
Dell, you still with us?
Quick question.
There it is.
I'm a baseball collector, and I was wondering if Prism Baseball will ever improve as a significant baseball product in the hobby. Doesn't get a lot of love. I get there's no logos. But I'm hoping by the National, with the way the baseball season is going to go this year, that I could possibly heat up. I wanted to get your guys' take.
No chance.
Big fan.
Thank you, Dell.
Dell, I hate to say this. I love Panini. Panini Prism is the most hideous of all the Panini baseball products, in my opinion. I like the other stuff because they do a good job of blotting out the logo where they're not airbrushing it. I feel like with Prism, they just kind of pack it in. They're just a dude in a gray jersey that has nothing on it.
Yeah.
And here's the other thing I would say. Prism this past year was unbelievably loaded because of the checklist, and yet, like, still no bump in value. Gotta love this text. Let me know how I can watch this thing on YouTube. You know who sent me that?
Who?
My dad.
We
could walk Dad through how to do this.
I think
Call my father. We've had calls.
I think the concern also on that topic is that, and I know you have such a strong like for the Panini product of baseball, but
not all. I like some of their stuff though. Yeah.
What's your favorite thing? What's your
Flawless? No question.
Flawless. Well, yeah. Well, Flawless is a nice product. My thing is if it's not one of those like National Treasures, Flawless type products, I don't really care if it doesn't have the logos, because I don't think that there's going to be as much of a following in like 20 years from now.
Because they're not going to have licensing anymore.
Well, not just that, but I mean, like any product.
Oh,
like,
because no logos.
yeah, just because of because people will be like, well, they made so much product at that time, I couldn't go and get something that has full logo. I think that's what guys are going to go after.
Yeah, and I just don't like the Prism brand. Like, I think that's the one brand that really suffers without the logos. Call my father, please.
All right, this just in. We're going to call.
It's important.
It's
How, are we done? How long
Okay.
have we been? Oh my God. Did you not think it'd been 2 hours? It's been 41 minutes.
Does it not feel like the morning though to you?
It does.
Because
I'm
we
ready to-
normally record this at like 11 or 12.
I am ready to pack this thing in. Your brother's in the chat, by the way.
My brother?
Jacob Gibson.
In which chat?
And YouTube.
Facebook?
Yeah, YouTube.
Jacob, this is not the time nor the place. Next question. You skipped your gains for this? I did skip the workout for the day.
Did you really?
Well, I had to be here.
You moved the time up. We're
I
supposed to do it
know.
at 6.
Yeah, we were gonna do it at 6, but I thought to myself, if we're doing it at 6, that's 7 p.m. Eastern time. Most guys listen to the show on the drive. So I'm thinking, if they're gonna be listening, we need to get rush hour
I will
traffic.
not be blamed for your heart attack. I'm just going to tell you that right now.
Well, it was just gonna be me and Jacob anyways, because the guy that we work out with, he just had that baby. He's not even gonna be there. So
What does that have to do with anything?
I'm not. Here's the thing: me and Jacob
Oh,
working out is great, but I do have a real fear that I'm not going to push myself.
We should call your brother up right now. Get him on the phone. We'll talk about your parents' divorce. It'd be a nice. It'd be nice. See, that's something that would have got cut on the podcast.
That would have
Yep,
been one.
that
of
would have been
those.
cut.
Good. Well, now we have an example of that, so that's good. Let me call Gio real
Hey,
quick.
James, why don't you take your judgment somewhere else? He said skips his workout at eating a 3,000 calorie cookie.
That
First of
is for entertainment
first of all,
purposes only.
James, if you think there's only 3,000 calories in that half of the box, you're out of your mind.
Actually, these things. Do you guys know Crumble Cookie? Not a sponsor, or should they be? Should we do more food-related sponsors, bro? You know I'm talking about that.
I don't know how
What
many
the-
people are paying like a short, skinny, irritable guy for food. Honestly,
That's why I'm here. Again, it's
You
a
could-
it's a balancing act.
I'm thinking about you bringing something to the table here. A little sponsorship. Call my dad. Is he on? Oh boy, what time is it? He might be a John.
He might be. Oh my! If he's, we might have to cut your dad.
By the way, my dad.
You know
this
I
is
might
great.
have to cut your
Been in
dad.
Tennessee a few months, knows everybody at the bar.
I might have to cut your dad.
Guy literally knows more.
Hello.
Hey,
Gio, right off the bat,
Oh.
you can't swear. All right, go.
you're on the show. Listen, did you find out how to? Did you
Who
find out
is
how to
this?
find the how to listen to the show?
No. Not the what are you doing tonight?
Open up your phone. Do you have the YouTube
Yeah.
app on your phone or no?
I think so. I don't know.
Russ is in here. The sacrifices the
So
Jesse.
click YouTube, and I think will be one of the first things he sees once he opens YouTube because he's subscribed to the channel.
If you subscribe, yeah, we probably.
You should see a picture of us, like under the Sports Cards Nonsense channel.
Okay.
Try that.
So, am I supposed to be doing that now?
No, you can't do them both. I don't have any faith in you multitasking here. I'm gonna hang
Oh,
up.
well, good.
Open YouTube. See if you can find
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
All right. Was that so? We think he's coming.
You did a great job.
No, it was good. Glad that.
Yeah, you did fine. Flash the number again.
Here's the number if anybody wants to call in.
Okay, I was saying I'm gonna finish this thought as we get the next call. You hate Sports Card Radio.
Why do I have
I
to be
kinda
hate?
like
I
some of it.
strongly dislike them because of the negativity.
Sure. But I did like what they do, what they did rather, on their whole thing about buying cheap cards. This has been my play I've been talking about for like the last year. I'm buying nothing but dirt cheap stuff, grading some of it, but then just making player lots, flipping $10, $15, $20 cards. People are so much more willing to move small stuff like cheap stuff
Mhm.
because everybody wants to be awesome and get like the big cards, which I have no use for. If I sell a card over $500, it's an amazing feat. Russ can tell you, by the way, he's in the chat. Like that's all he sends me is cheap stuff. That's all I do.
Okay.
So I actually appreciated what they did the other day. I thought it was cool to see somebody with a big YouTube following being like, hey, we're buying nothing but like dollar cards.
Yeah,
period.
sure.
I like that part. There's other things I don't care for. You just left a number up this time.
No
Is
one's
that
calling.
your actual phone number?
That's not. Why would I ever do that,
That
bro?
would be amazing if it was.
Well, here's the thing. I went live from my Facebook page, and you refused to share it.
I
So
don't know how to do
I don't think there's as many people in the Facebook group watching.
Oh,
which
is it
that's
not?
the
Is it
biggest
not
audience.
shared in the group?
It's like it's shared in the group from my page, but you know how the Facebook algorithm is.
I have no idea.
It gets buried.
So how would I find this thing to share? Go to Sports Cards Nonsense.
just go to the Sports Cards Nonsense Facebook page.
Okay.
This is gold. Thank you, Steve. Really appreciate that.
That
Yeah,
looks nice.
nobody's calling, which is really weird, but feel free to call if you guys have questions. There,
I can't even find the live video in the Facebook group. I'm literally just scrolling here. Nothing.
that's what I'm talking. If
Facebook is
anybody,
trash.
here's the problem with Facebook is that it is key for this genre of people who are in the hobby, which are the buyers, the guys who are middle age or older.
Did you pin the video to the top?
I didn't do anything. I told you to get in there and do it because
Oh, there it is.
I'm
It's
manning
there
the
now.
station. Did you pin it? Pin
Let's see
it.
if I can do that.
It's a little 3 dots. But bottom line, I would be on any other social media platform if we could find the same guys. But the guys that we
No, us old boring people who are not good with tech like
that's the
Facebook.
thing. Facebook's easy, and they've had that one around the longest, so they know it the best.
I like it's reached 127 people.
That's what I mean.
I know.
100. There's
Facebook is
55,000 people
All
in
right,
there, and only
take
120.
the number down. That's enough. Take the number down. Let them deserve the number. All right, I do want to talk about releases quick. Do you have any, the SGC thing? What do you want to talk about? I'm here.
At this point, let's talk. Dang it! Am I getting a phone call? It's saying I missed the call.
Oh, nice job on that
It
one.
didn't even ring. Oh my goodness! Someone else. I need someone to call again. Whoever that number was. It's from like a 4-4, like global number. I don't know what area or what country code is 4-4, but
Doesn't matter. Take the code. Okay.
it could have been Australia, bro.
What did you want to talk about? You were
That's the
saying
problem. This number is not actually ringing. The audio is down, but my phone's not vibrating. Oh well. I did want to talk about some stuff coming up on entertainment stuff, but did you
Good.
want to do that
Do that
SGC thing
next.
first?
Nope.
Okay. I don't know if you guys are as into this, everybody in here, but right now there's a number of things going on with remakes, shows that are affecting the hobby and those collectible cards that go along with them. And that's one of those, obviously, is Star Wars. There's so many different Star Wars products. There's actually a product that comes out, I think, today from Topps that is going to be, I don't know, it'll be very popular. I'm not as big of a Star Wars guy, but I know that a lot of you guys are. My overall thought is, if you are at all into any of the Marvel or Star Wars fandoms, just eat the whole. You haven't even tried it. If you are into any of them, there's so many different things coming out, and those card values are not being left behind. They are actually continuing to follow. As like, the new Ant-Man came out. Some of those cards started selling on eBay again. The new, what was the movie that was just announced? Hang on.
Oh, Guardians of the Galaxy.
No, Flash. Some of those old Batman cards.
Is that the thing you were nerding out with? Oh,
Yeah,
your
the
Batman
Flash
card should be
trailer.
back this week.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Mhm.
nice. Yeah, so bottom line is there's a lot of cards that are popping off. Okay, this is really weird. We were both here. The phone was ringing, right? Whenever someone would call in. Now it's my phone. Like, I just keep saying, like, I've missed somebody's call from a 4-4 area
Let
code.
the phone go, bro. Just focus on what we're doing. You're doing great.
Well, you know what?
You're doing great. I already said it. What do you want me to say? You're doing terrible. Let's try to lie.
There are other products coming out. Do you want to talk about those?
I'm stuffing my face because I thought you were doing entertainment.
Well, I mean, at this point, the entertainment factor is that go out and buy those cards. Let me show off just a couple of these. The Mario one also, but I don't know if there's still much upside with Mario because Mario movie's about to come out. It's like you already missed the boat there. There are some
They're making a
original
Mario movie, like Mario Brothers.
Yeah, where have you been? Like Chris Pratt's voicing Mario. There's like uproar because he's not Italian or something. I don't know.
People get upset if non-Italian plays an Italian guy. That's a thing.
We're not. This is where Carlos would normally.
Oh,
cut,
this would
so-
be cut. Anything about nationality of any kind gone.
Yeah, it's.
I'm Italian. I can
100%
say that, right?
It's best.
Can I play Mario?
That? I think we all.
I'm
agree,
going
yes.
to clean the pipes.
This
the
is not.
plumbing.
This is a
you go.
Nintendo. It's not my Mario. I did just send off a number of Mario cards. Oh, someone is calling.
I'm not gonna lie. This black and white cookie is pretty good.
I told you it would be. Hey, who is this? Who do we got?
Jesse Rhodes Gibson.
Oh dear Lord!
Is this
Does
your
someone
uncle?
know this? Who is this?
This is Steve Schooler. Jesse, how are you?
Oh, Steve, what's up, man? I'm
Scuba
good.
Steve.
How are you?
Hey, how are you? You guys were just speaking on Marvel. What's the distinction between the 1990 Marvel and the 1992 Marvel? I know Mike was a big collector of the 1990 Marvel set. So
That is
How
a
is
great
that
question.
differentiated?
That is a great question,
Oh, I don't
Steve.
know. I just
I'm gonna
know. So, Steve, I knew. Hey, leave one.
Okay.
I know 1990 is the inaugural set. That's why I started.
Right.
Messing with it. What is a 92 set?
Essentially, you're
I don't know.
looking-
I was gifted a bunch from my mother-in-law, and I graded them, and I probably have like 16 to 20 of them. But I see the values are way lower than the 1990s, just because it's inaugural.
Okay, so here's
I
what
guess
you need
so.
to know is that you're talking about essentially a rookie versus a non-rookie.
Yeah, first
1990 is just how the Marvel ones are viewed, but the 92 ones, I believe there are some characters that weren't in 1990 that you can get from there that would be considered their rookie.
Ghost Rider's a rookie in 1990. I'll tell you that.
Yes, he is. That has been my overall take and some discussions that I've
Is it
seen.
just 1992 Marvel? That's all it's called, right? Just like the. I gotta look.
Yeah, Impel. It's still Impel. It's the same
Impel.
company and everything.
That's right.
So
Yeah, so I was just curious about that. I know you were big on the 1990 set, but I'd wound up with a bunch of 92s and was just curious on what you thought about them.
in my experience, that is not. It just doesn't sell as well because people don't view it as.
I put an
the
RC,
original.
but I don't think it's that's. What do Marvel
All
people
right.
call it? Like
Steve,
first,
thank you, man.
thank you, buddy. What do people?
Hey, thanks,
call it, the
guys. I
first-
love you guys. I've been with you for 3 years. Keep going, all right?
You're the man,
Love
Steve.
it,
Thank
Steve.
you.
Thanks.
No more calls. Steve was great. Nick was great. I don't want to hear from any of these other people. Somebody come on here and ruin it. Bishop was a rookie, and are you familiar with this character?
Yes.
Is this the guy who threw the cards?
No, that was Gambit.
Don't care. Bishop. I don't see anybody else who's a rookie. I don't know if they use that. Do they use that word?
Do they use
Carnage.
the word rookie?
Carnage is a rookie in 1992.
Oh, is he? Oh, okay.
Isn't that just a red Venom?
Yeah, it was like he was in that movie. He was in the second Venom movie. I think if that card, if there's a 1992 card that sold well, it was probably around the time Venom 2 came out because that's.
That's Matt in England. He said, "Call back the 44 number." I was wondering.
Oh
I
God!
don't know if we need to speak to people over the sea.
You can call back, Matt. It'll
Across the
ring
pond.
now. If you wanna try again, you can get in there.
I've been super down on Marvel. I hate it. I was all into it. You know what I need to do to get back into it? I need to buy a box and grade again.
You didn't get rid of your SGC.
No,
test,
I'm
did
still
you?
putting it together, but like everybody on eBay is just like the pricing is stupid on eBay. If I'm gonna do it, it has to be with that like flip mentality.
Yeah.
So I gotta get the box. Oh, God. Cookie and Monster.
These are
Rough
those little.
night.
Carlos's
Carlos,
the
cut that.
best work that he does are the little things that he's got to cut
The little
out.
blurps
Yeah.
of the burps.
Exactly.
It has to be a box that I can buy a bunch, grade a bunch, and then keep up with it as I'm going. Like, hey, I've already flipped this amount of cards. The rest of them are literally free because I don't need them. But if I don't do that, I don't think I'm going to be interested at all. Do something else. Here we go.
All right. So we talked a little bit about entertainment. Oh, here we go. Our English.
This is
You've
UK.
got sports cards nonsense.
This
Who
is
do we
U-
have?
This is UK Matt.
Do you know how expensive this call is?
I was wondering, Matt. I was going to say, honestly, I could not think of a bigger waste of money.
Does it cost you money if you go to voicemail?
Yes, it does. Gio, what kind of budget do you have? You should be able to ring the UK back.
That's fair,
What kind
Mike.
of budget? You think I can afford to call across the pond? Absolutely not.
Across the pond.
Listen, I'll let you carry on because it's costing me a fortune and Gio scares me.
You don't have any questions at all?
Matt doesn't have any questions.
All right.
He's just calling here to flaunt his Englishness.
Absolutely not.
All right. Enjoy the
Absolutely
bangers and
not.
mash. Have a great night.
See you, Matty. A valuable call. That was good. Cost him $18 for that, I hope. All right, good.
Have you ever called anyone in another country? I don't even know if I'd know how to dial the number right. Do you hit the plus sign? I always see like a plus, like 44.
I have some guys in Canada, but I talk to them on WhatsApp.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know.
No. Next question.
It's such a
Tell you,
weird,
This thing is really taking a nosedive.
which is funny because we have like the most people watching than we have at any other point. Hey guys, if you're on YouTube, leave a like on the video.
People
Please,
love a
thank you.
train wreck.
That's fair. Here, let's cut over to Mike. This is him eating a cookie. Go ahead. Did
We're
you
good.
finish it?
All right, do the SG. Let's get serious. SGC video release week.
All right.
Go. Do the thing.
That is not.
I got to look up there for SGC is grading top series 1 cards for $9. I actually haven't seen this. They called me today though.
There you go.
Play a guitar. Who picked this music?
I'm digging it. That would be normally where you'd see
Who's playing the
this
guitar?
show is brought to you by
Oh.
SGC.
There you go.
Here's a fun fact about Mike. He doesn't have like a lot of what's the word? I'm thinking of a word, but it's not appropriate. So I'm trying to think of it. No, you've got character.
Integrity?
You've got a lot of integrity too.
Soul.
It's vices. You don't have a lot of vices.
Maybe deception is one of them. You don't know what I'm doing. How about that?
But sugar is one of them.
Oh,
and that's why I
absolutely.
knew no matter what I brought, if there was sugar in
Yeah.
it, you'd be okay with it. Because there was part of me that was like, hey, let's bring some
Mike-
spicy chips.
Mike's attacked. That's fair.
Oh, Mikey, not far off. We have fun though. All right. So we just want to show, if you guys aren't familiar with it, SGC for Top Series 1 2023 specifically. A lot of guys have asked.
$9.
Yeah, 2023 is $9 to get graded.
If you want to sub your cards going forward with SGC, I'm just gonna have you start sending to me. Tim from Slabstrong, dude, wears the big hat. Do we have a picture of him? Is Tim here? He is moving to Tennessee this week. Me and him will be working together full time as a seller. Jesse may be coming on.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. I don't know about
Jesse
your brand yet.
Jesse tried to hold me up for $500 before the show.
I mean, here's the thing. You are taking the grades that we got or that are part of the contract.
No. I'm saying as a group subber.
Uh-huh. How's he doing those grades?
We're gonna send them in.
Have we already worked that out with SGC?
We got a price I didn't care for. I want a lower price.
Okay.
I'd like a lower price.
Mike, cake, cookies, or a steak bomb? What's a steak bomb?
Steak and cheese.
Your brother wants to know.
Steak and cheese.
A steak and cheese? What the heck?
Is that a banana? It is a banana. That's his award. He didn't win karaoke that night. That's what's funny about it.
So what you're seeing there is a gift, a sympathy gift from my wife. Apparently that's a thing.
Marrying you wasn't. What were you saying?
You're a bad
I meant the
person,
cookie.
bro.
The cookie was good.
It's not gonna go ahead and close that. You had all the cookie you need.
I can't leave 2 bites. That's gonna go down the hatch. Hey,
do you even care about the other two? You haven't even tried them?
That one looks like somebody chewed crap.
That's
up and
Nutter
spit.
Butter. That's just broken up Nutter Butter.
I don't even know what that is, honestly.
It's a cookie. It's a peanut butter based cookie.
Foodies keeps asking about trivia.
Oh, yeah,
Thank
we'll
you.
do.
By the way, Sawyer, thank you. I'm glad somebody caught that joke. Bunch of dead people in the chat here.
Which I think everyone heard it. They just respected me enough not to call it out. Sawyer, you're dead to me. At this point, though, I think we have to do new releases.
All right, go ahead. Let's go.
All right.
We have actual substance to the show.
Yeah, exactly. Let's go ahead. And this way I think I can actually.
Well, you're pulling that up, by the way.
Say show it off. But,
2022 Bowman Chrome Sapphire is the product of the year. I ripped 3 cases of that last week. Ridiculous.
What did you pull anything like that you're basing
Super
this
low
off of?
numbered J-Rod variation.
Okay.
We pulled the Pena variation that was numbered, the Wander variation that was numbered, the Suzuki Gold numbered to 50. That checklist is small and it's stupid loaded. There is no autographs in the product. That's why it's so cheap. I would buy 30 cases of that today if I could get them at the initial price I got them at. I would buy. There's no amount of cases I wouldn't buy. It's that good.
I thought you.
And I've never broken a Sapphire SKU. Remember, I was telling you last week, I was nervous. Like, I actually told the guy getting them, I was like, dude, I only want a couple cases. I don't know what it is. It seems kind of gimmicky to me.
Yeah.
I was totally wrong.
But
I'm sold out now. So that's the pump. That's the pump and flush. I've already taken the dump is gone. It's just pumping it now that I can't benefit from it financially.
You don't have any cases or boxes
I have 5 boxes left. I have a half case. And I'm going to hold and gouge the price on in about a month.
Still eating that cookie. That's good.
Good, man.
All right. There's another top SKU coming out this week on the 24th. That is on Friday.
Let's save that.
You don't want to talk about it?
That's the only one I actually have something to say about.
Okay.
WWE Immaculate.
Okay. $500 a box.
I don't know anything about wrestling.
They got autos from guys like Kane and Undertaker. They got dual autos.
Oh, I remember them.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like there's actually names on here that I've heard of, so it must be
pale fat guy who always walked around with them. He was their handler. You know what I'm talking about? He carried the urn with him.
I'm going to tell you, you know so much more about wrestling than I do.
Dude, I was
not allowed to watch it.
What was that?
I was not allowed to watch it as a child, so I don't know.
Undertaker always had this little white pale dude. He was like 3 feet tall, 3 feet wide, carrying an urn.
I will say the actor John Cena is He's actually
John Cena.
I don't know if you know
from
this. He's-
Haverhill, Massachusetts.
really
Same hometown as me.
started out as a wrestler. He's
Met him
on
at the
there.
gym, World's Gym.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, Main Street.
What'd you
Before
say
he-
to him? Did you say
he,
anything?
he had just broken onto the scene of wrestling, so he wasn't like a big star.
Oh, then how did you even recognize him?
I mean, he was on the scene. He wasn't a big name.
Okay,
He was also jacked out of his mind.
really.
Oh,
This picture looks fantastic, like really ripped. As someone who's working out their body,
no.
I can appreciate when someone has put a lot of work into theirs.
A lot of drugs into it too. I bet.
Hey, you don't say that. You don't know.
We're
But
going
yeah.
to limit, say he's not natural.
Do you think The Rock is? He claims that he has it. You don't. Wait, what are you laughing at?
Isn't he
You-
like 50?
Um,
You shouldn't look like that at any age.
Man, he looks good for that age. He claims he doesn't
He
do
has
any.
no blood left in his body. That's nothing but TRT and straight anabolic material.
Wow, that's sad to hear you say that. I
Dude,
wish
it's
that
not
wasn't
even
the
close.
case.
You don't look like that.
I mean,
No,
okay.
absolutely
all right,
not.
all right. I'm not gonna fight
It's
it.
one thing to even be that big muscularly. Never mind to be that rich. You could be tiny and be super chiseled like he is,
Yep.
or be absolutely huge and just bulky. Either one of those would be almost unattainable. Put them together, come on. It's like that Liver King buffoon.
Sami Zayn is the one to get in WWE. Thank you, Tommy.
All right,
I appreciate that someone who knows about the product tells us what to get.
it's fine.
By the way, my brother said lightning round favorite Batman actor.
Keaton.
Really?
No, Christian Bale.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I am
My
a
wife's
Keaton.
my wife's favorite Batman as well.
Here's the thing: I don't find
Loves-
Christian Bale attractive, just like I don't find Julia Roberts attractive. Like all these people who like Hollywood say, "Oh, this person's attractive and that person is." I mean, I don't
Are
get it.
people walking around saying Julia Roberts is attractive?
Yeah, there's a lot of people used to love Julia Roberts. Like in this,
Really?
okay, that slow-mo scene in Ocean's 11 where she's like walking down the stairs and he's like, Matt Damon's like, oh, this is the favorite part of my day. And he's just watching her walk. She does not look attractive to me.
She's like 50 in that movie.
No, she's younger than that. Well, no, you're probably right. She's probably 50.
Yeah,
But that's my
this took a weird turn. Another weird turn. Actually, it's fine now.
but as far as Batman goes, I would say Michael Keaton for me, if we're talking comedy, like a more lighthearted one. But as a serious
You
Batman,
thought Keaton was lighthearted?
he was, yeah,
Pretty dark movie.
No, the Joker was dark, but I mean, I wouldn't say that he was that dark. I mean, he had
Yeah.
a serious role, of course. Nothing. I mean, it's not like Val Kilmer. Okay, that would be second
You know what I
best.
forgot about the other day was George Clooney played. I don't think Val Kilmer's playing Batman anymore.
You know, there's some pretty good Batman Forever cards out there. I
I
think
did
I've
not
got
know
a
that.
few of them.
Which one was Batman Forever? Val?
Batman Forever was Val Kilmer. Yeah.
Okay. What was George Clooney?
In Jim Carrey, man, that was a good
Wait a
Riddler.
minute. Who did Val Kilmer fight? Tommy Lee Jones and Jim Carrey?
Yes.
Who did George Clooney fight?
He
Iceman?
fought, that's not his name. Mr. Freeze,
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
Bane, and
Oh, fun WWE fact.
Poison Ivy.
Uma Thurman.
Yes.
Fun WWE fact for you. Vader, the wrestler.
That's who
played
Bane was? Interesting. Now we
I
know that.
I know stuff.
You do. Is that a mochi donut? Lucky Bond, this is a crumble cookie, not donuts that Michael Paul was eating. All right. I am going to go ahead and
Go
just
ahead.
take a
Okay,
bite.
so by the way, so WWE, if you like that kind of stuff, fantastic. I don't know anything about it to say yay, nay,
It touched my cookie. Stop.
Yeah, fine, just have it. Okay, that's fine. Next is Rookies and Stars football. When you're done stuffing your face, what does it cost, by the way? 2022 Rookies and Stars football. And is Brock Purdy on the checklist? That's the big news, or the big question, I guess.
Michael Paul, the box costs $340.
Ooh, what's the breakdown? There's got to be a bunch of autos and patches in there for that, right?
You're looking at 60 cards total, 2 autos, 2 memorabilia cards, 5 numbered base rookies or inserts,
Keep the jimmies out of your mouth.
12
Yeah.
inserts, and 12 rookies.
That seems expensive. I could be Control F. Hang on here.
Is Brock Purdy in it or no?
So Purdy is in the base set. And where's this other one?
Auto? Any auto?
Take a breath.
Come on, bro.
Yes, and the base. So the fact that he's there, I don't hate it. It's an okay. I mean, I don't know. It's okay. I think I'd rather have Illusions for about the same money.
At
I
this
like
point,
Illusions.
Is Illusions still the same price?
It's like $400.
I thought it had come down some.
It was a little bit less than that. Then it's sold out on Panini's website. Now it's back.
Oh, okay, cool.
Speaking of, I'm supposed to be ripping this while we're doing it.
Oh, yeah.
$100. Give me you got the knife?
Yeah. What box are we
Do we have a
giving this away
mailbag,
or
by
what?
the way, or only? No, this is for us.
Mailbag was going to be, I mean, we can open it back up to the audience. I think
it's
some
just
people
phone
call.
call.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
You can add it if you want. What's the the
All right,
next
guys,
one?
we're going to do a
Hang
little.
on, hang on. Top Sonic is the actual one I did want to talk about. This is
Oh, yeah.
This is a bigger thing than just being part of the release calendar. A lot of Topps Chrome SKUs this year. There's like 10. Topps Chrome Black, Topps Chrome Update, Cosmic. Now this is Sonic Light.
I would like to get the audience's opinion. Are there too many in your thought?
I would say everybody thinks there's too many. Here's the thing with Topps Sonic. It's $80 a box. That's ridiculously cheap for any Topps Chrome anything.
But I think they're doing that on purpose, right? Like,
yeah. But my point is, Cosmic is like check up Topps Cosmic right now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, expensive rectangles, way too many. I think most people would agree with that. I think most people think there are too many. This one to me is interesting because it's so cheap, and the checklist is going to be dumb. By the way, like this is going to be the last one of the 2022 rookie checklist. We have Wander, Julio, Witt, Torkelson, Pena, Suzuki.
dang it, it's out of stock here. One sec.
Oh yeah, I even forgot. Logo Fract is another one he just mentioned. Absolutely. And it's another huge point. Steve Tingwall, Columbia Sports.
Oh yeah.
By the way, ColumbiaHobby.com if you need like sports card supplies. I spent like $2,500 last month on that. I just got my bill.
It's your.
I was just going through my receipts.
But if you use nonsense, you
10%
get 10% off. So
the Judge Goldschmidt buyback applies
Holy
in Sonic.
crap.
So a base Judge gets you. Steve will know in the chat. Is it $20, Steve? You get $20 for each base card, and it goes up. If you have like a numbered card, it gets more.
What did you think Cosmic was costing?
$369.
David Adams has this box at $530. 2022 Topps Cosmic Chrome baseball hobby box.
So here is my thing. This is a light box, right? No autos. I don't think there's autos in Sonic. You cannot tell me it's not going to be at least a third of that price, which would more than double where it's at now.
Wait, what's going to be a third of that price?
Sonic.
Oh,
I honestly, I think Sonic is going to. When else have we had a product that has the Topps label on it that's $80? It's ridiculous. Oh, here you go. So if you get a base Judge or Goldschmidt, it's 20. Refractor is 40. Numbered over 199 is 100. Numbered under 99 is 200. That alone more than pays for a couple bucks. That's what I'm saying. Dude, this is a stupid cheap product.
that's like a redemption program.
That's that thing they did. Remember, if you just pass them in, if you just turn the cards in.
Oh, gotcha. Yep.
So that's my thing. I don't disagree. There's too many Topps Chrome SKUs, but this checklist, that's the reason. Like they're going to wear this checklist out because we're not going to see another one like it.
It's
ridiculous.
So that buyback program still applies to Sonic. I missed that's what you were referring to from the beginning. Okay. Yeah, man. Dude, that actually is for $80.
Buy a case. I think I got 3 or 4 cases allocated to me.
Because how many cards are there? There's
by the way, allocation price was like $67.
64 cards.
Like literally, there's nothing to be made off of them right now. Let's see what we got here. Your boy, Westbrook.
Wait. What product is this?
Mosaic Hobby.
Ooh, give me a couple packs.
Okay.
Aren't these the ones that Panini sent us?
They are not, but you can have.
Oh, they're
might
not?
have sent them though. I know we got Hoops. We got Don Russ.
So this is not a giveaway. You're just
No, that's why you asked me. I was giving away. I was like, give it back in my own pocket. By the way, we just got a price announced for Bowman's Best, which I'm pretty excited about.
By the way, we have cameras.
Both,
we can show.
We can't both be ripping. So I was saying, if you're going to talk, I'll rip.
I'm just going to go through and just see if there's anything decent, and then I'll show those.
You don't know anything about this product. Isn't that an awesome looking card?
Oh yeah, and that's a Zion, is it?
Zion Rising Stars. Again, it's probably a $2 card. I like that.
Here, you want this?
You bring the cards into any participating hobby shop and get credit.
You can show it off right there next time.
Over my shoulder?
This one right here.
Not a bad first pack. We got Evan Mobley and Josh Giddey on the base rookies. Whatever. That cookie box is in the way. Shut that cookie box.
Don't you talk about the cookie box.
Zion was the nicest card.
Yeah,
Rising Stars Mosaic Refractor. Can't see it. This is exciting for the people.
Yeah, I was going to say, you always want to open a box when
I was
going
to do it while you were talking. I thought you were going to bring up like another movie thing. You had another topic ready to go. I figured you had something. It's okay, you don't.
No, because I was actually the one getting this whole thing together and ready to go.
Hey,
thought you were going to actually have some content to talk about.
I just carried us for 53 minutes.
Yeah, you did. It was really entertaining.
Thank you.
The only decent cards in here is this Devion Mitchell rookie card. I'll go ahead and cut over so the people can
base
see.
Rookie.
There you go.
That's a silver. That's a nice card.
Yes, it is. And
I'm gonna say that's $15 to $20 raw. The surfaces are tough on these though.
Then just the Stairmasters Joker. I mean, everything else didn't seem.
Let me see the rest there.
Yeah.
So make sure.
Yeah.
Do you have any other non-sports topics you want to bring up with the audience?
At this point, I
Are you
figured
good?
we were at about an hour in. We were going to open it up more to mailbag. This is typically that time.
All right. Only live mailbags. You want to put the number back up? We'll give it 5 minutes, see if anybody calls. If not,
Yeah.
we'll just jump off.
Yeah.
You got a Scotty Barnes base in there as well.
All right.
Your pack was a little bit better than mine.
And if you guys want to call in again. Caveats are if it is
They know.
too long. You do realize people have been joining like throughout. They're not like the same guys from the very beginning.
It's okay.
So if it's too long, we got to cut it off. And if there's any cursing or anything, we got to cut it off. So please keep it clean, keep it short. Call in.
Story
We'll
of
get
my
you on.
life.
What does that mean, Mike?
Ugh, there's our auto.
What is it?
Corey Kispert.
That's not.
We call a vomit.
Well,
Joshua Primo on the silver. Don't care.
guys, if you see the number on the screen, you can call it.
That's a nasty looking job.
All right, someone's calling.
Straight fire, John Morant.
All right, you got Mike and Jesse from Sports Cards Nonsense. Who do we have on the phone?
I like how you went right to radio voice. That's good.
Ruben Mitchell.
Oh, this is Ruben Mitchell.
Big Rube.
Wow.
What's up, buddy?
What's up, bro?
What's going on, man?
How are
You
you?
know, just hanging back. Pretty good. You know, just grilling up, drinking some beer, man. know it is.
Woo! And listening to the best podcast in the world, your
Well,
night
not,
just got
not,
a.
not today. It isn't.
Okay.
In general, we're the best.
Every Tuesday and Thursday.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay,
But anywho.
it's Mondays and Thursdays.
By the way, Ruben is like my
Hang on a
go-to
second. It's
for.
Monday
Monday.
and Thursdays.
But
What do you, don't
a
congratulate
lot
him
of
for that.
people say Tuesday because that's
All
when
right.
they listen to it because the show comes out a little later.
Ruben, I'm sorry.
It comes late, so I can listen to it on my way to work. So
See,
it's good
bro?
for me.
All right, I like that. I can respect that, Ruben.
And I want to give Ruben a little shout out real quick. He is like my
Oh.
go-to for like any new news that like I more than likely missed as far as like hobby related or entertainment related. So thank you, Ruben. I appreciate that.
So I have a question, though. How do I get paid for what I'm doing?
Fair.
Who
That's
do
a
I
fair
talk to?
question. You're gonna want
Well,
to
you
talk
just
to Mike
to me,
right
do
there.
something that makes me money, and I'll
Yeah.
give you a piece of it. It's the same.
I agree.
He's feeding great content.
Cam Thomas was nice, but a little line across it.
And boo. All right. So what else? What else is on your mind, Ruben? You want to talk about the Full Swing Netflix show on golf?
What is that?
It's that golf Netflix show. Have you seen any of
That's
it?
just one of my little. No, honestly, no. I just thought it was interesting. It came out that day I sent it to you, and not really into golf, but you know,
It
but
does look, if anything,
Kyle Tucker is on my mind though,
Kyle
Kyle
Tucker.
from the Astros.
Not a golfer. All right. What's up with Kyle Tucker?
Not a golfer. Yeah, I mean, I've seen Mike talked about him a while back in a few episodes ago. I mean, he's so underrated. I mean, he hits homers like no other. He has high home runs. I mean, people just oversee him maybe because he's on the Astros and nobody likes the Astros. I mean,
No, you know what it
I don't
is?
know.
Here's the
I mean, what do you think,
problem.
Mike?
You can't have two guys on the same team. Never mind him being the third. You got Bregman. You got Jordan. He's good, but he's the third. And then Jeremy Pena comes up and takes over. Like right now, if you had to pick the most relevant guy on that team, at best he's number 4, right?
Yeah. I mean,
That's what's
he's
tough.
quiet. He doesn't do much. Yeah. I mean,
It's hard to do it, man. If he,
yeah, I agree. It's Jordan. Yeah.
yeah, that's the problem. And Jordan
Good.
hits home runs. Jordan's a beast. So,
There you go.
and Bregman's a perennial.
Yeah, he made it
MVP.
happen that game. Mm. But
Ruben.
yeah, I mean,
Oh, go ahead, man.
yes, sir. No, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. No, you
I
go
hate
ahead.
this lag.
Somebody
All
better
right,
talk, or
Ruben,
I'm gonna
thank
No,
say
you.
you go ahead.
Ruben,
Alright.
thank you for
I
calling.
appreciate you having me on.
Yeah,
Thank
bud.
you, Ruben.
See ya.
That's a big card. Look that up real quick.
LeBron James?
Stained glass LeBron James. I bet that just
Oh.
paid for the box.
That's a 2021
You know what?
mosaic.
We might have some of this at the house now I think about it. I know we have Donruss football. I get
swear
the
to
box together.
God, You love to do this. Take from the pile, sell it, and then not tell me about it.
First of all, I don't sell it. That's how I do our giveaways.
Mosaic.
How
No,
dare
you do too. You are such a liar. What is it? Mosaic, LeBron James,
Go ahead, Lucky. You can call in.
LeBron James
Stained glass.
stained.
It's going to SGC. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, that's not a bad card. 170 just sold yesterday.
And I got a mosaic refractor introductions of. Oh, and a numbered LeBron. What's a LeBron James blue mosaic do? Could you check that out, please? Somebody else might be calling. We'll see.
All right. So at this point, I think we got to start thinking about ending this.
Jalen. Yeah, let me finish the box. Who cares?
Blue mosaic LeBron.
Yep.
It's out of 99.
Yep.
Dude, that card also went for like $68.
I got the Evan Mobley base. I'm looking through all these base too. Any of the base it'll grade, we're grading.
All right, we got a phone call.
I wish, Connor. I wish we got loaded boxes.
What is up, good sir? You got Mike and Jesse on Sports Cards Nonsense.
Hey, it's Lucky. Hello.
Whoa.
Turn
Hang
him
on,
down,
we got a
turn
little
him down.
something going on in the
Turn the volume
background.
down. You. Lucky.
He's good.
Turn the volume down so we can tell him. Lucky, you got to turn the volume down so we're not getting the echo. Now you can
Oh,
turn
my
Lucky
bad.
back up. See?
My apologies. Okay. So I really enjoy you guys' page, and this is my first time watching you guys' live podcast.
How brutal is
Pretty
it?
excited. Man, I love it, man. If you guys get a chance, you guys check out my reels, and I very appreciate what you guys are doing. You guys approve my post, and I just want to show the people what I do and stuff like that. And sometimes I probably share some crazy posts that should not be shared, but I thought I just try to cheer people up. That's all.
Hey, Lucky, thank you so much for calling in, bro. We appreciate it. And thanks for being a listener.
So I have
Oh,
just one question to ask you guys. Okay?
Yep.
One of my questions is, what do you guys think about sport cards industry? Like, do you think it'll be staggering back up? Will it pick up the pace of the values of the card, or will it dropping down?
I think we're near the bottom. I would say something's going to keep bottoming out. Like football's obviously going to keep going down off season. I think we might even see a little bit more of a. Oh wait, that's a great question. Did you at least say first time? Long time, first time. By the way, while we were talking to Lucky, variation mosaic refractor of Jalen Green.
jeez.
This might be the first time we've gotten a loaded box from Panini. It's not even from Panini, but that's okay.
Oh, it is. So you admit it's from Panini.
Well, someone just said Panini dropping off loaded boxes.
First time.
We have ripped a bunch of boxes and always getting crushed. Anyways, I think at some point here it turns up. Like there's just so much money and people, there's just so much interest. So I'm not saying like, oh, this guy's going up, that guy's going up. But in general, like shows are busy again. People are actively buying and selling. I think it's a good thing.
It is interesting. I was watching some content on Jeff Wilson's, I don't know, Instagram page. And it was showing, he was looking up terms that Google Analytics shows are most searched in sports cards. It was showing a correlation between right now and like mid 2021 as far as like how many people are searching the term sports cards. And so it does make me think that whether or not there's a lot of money being spent on it yet, it's definitely becoming more of an everyday topic.
So what does that mean though? Like, but are people just looking at it because it's crashing? They're trying to see like when I guess not really.
I wouldn't say, I mean, like if anything, if anyone thought it was crashing, that was probably like mid last year. At this point, the market doesn't seem to be, if it's doing anything, it's fluctuating. I wouldn't say, you couldn't say it's crashing at this moment.
Okay. I mean, I have no reason not to trust you. Yeah, I don't think it's crashing. I do think it's, but I also think that if you told me it went down another 10, 20% over the next few months, I wouldn't be like, no, there's no chance.
I think the only chance of that happening is if the general market goes down like that. I don't think you see the card hobby going down by itself 10, 20%. Because at this stage of the game, there is such a good base of people who want to buy in that there will continue to be good prices. At least that's what we've seen at all these card shows that guys are having. Like the Burbank card show, we got told that there were many, many people who were out there buying. There's guys who are hitting me up, which means there's 10 times as many guys probably hitting you up about wanting to buy into whether it's sports cards, Pokemon cards, entertainment cards. Like, I think we are seeing not necessarily a renaissance in the hobby as far as like what we saw in 2021.
No.
And we don't want to see that.
I do.
It's obviously not a good thing for the hobby in the long term. But
I guess, but let me ask you an honest question then. Like it went up super, super high at 10x or whatever. And then, yeah, it came crashing back down. But isn't it better than, but right now it's still higher than it was. So wouldn't you say overall it was worth it?
It's higher than it was at the COVID time. But then there was a lot of those people that got stuck holding the bag that weren't in the market. That's my problem, is that those prices are ones where there's not a chance for them to get back out. I don't think we're ever going to see prices spike to that kind of level until maybe 20 years from now.
I also think though, if that's the case, you just cut your, like if it's never going to get out and you're here, because he asked, the same guy, Lucky in the chat asked, is this a good time to invest? I have no idea. Honestly, when it comes to investing in cards, Like I stay away from it now because it's been so weird the last year and a half.
It's really funny because we talk about like
Oh, that's funny.
we talk about like the aspect of, oh, you're either a collector or you're an investor, but there are three categories in my mind. There's the collector, there's the flipper, and there's the investor. The flipper is the one who's out there doing what you're doing. Essentially, you're buying and selling cards for guys who want them right now. But there's also the side where they're literally guys who are taking cards, putting them in lock boxes like you also do, and save them for years down the line, because that could be a good investment vehicle. At this point, I think if you're buying into the market, like if we saw another 2021, you couldn't necessarily do that because you're not going to get cards that could go up high enough for it to be a good return 15, 20, 30 years down the line. But at this point in time, I think you could buy some of these cards and then be good investments at retirement age.
I think that's okay. Yeah, I think that's fair. And then a couple of guys asked about the Fanatics thing. My thing with Fanatics and the whole overall impact of the hobby is what it's always been. And it's a super boring take, but that company's worth like $30 billion. They're not coming into a space to have it be stagnant or regress, right? Like
Exactly.
They're going to make sure. Jesse keeps blocking my calls.
I'm not blocking. We were talking, bro. Sorry.
So I think they're going to come in and spend money. Like we've heard Ruben say it. We've seen a little bit with Series 1. By the way, even with Series 1, which is a very insignificant product in the grand scheme of cards for the year, they're throwing a ton of marketing behind. What happens with Prism this year? National Treasures football, flawless football. Like some of these major SKUs, are they going to get behind that as much and market like crazy? Because if you do that, like that's when things get weird for people.
You want to take a call?
Yeah, it's probably Frank. Let's talk to Frank. I'm selling Frank about 80,000 cards.
This is not Frank. This is from someone from British Columbia. Hi, you got Mike and Jesse on Sports
This
Cards
is my Uncle
Concepts.
Alec. He lives in British Columbia.
This is Rick Tiefenbach. How are you guys doing?
Whoa.
Hey, Rick, here's a question. If your aunt and uncle get divorced and the aunt is my wife's sister, is that guy still my uncle? My Uncle Alec lived in British Columbia. Okay. All right. Well, you live on an island. I don't know. So I'm asking you, British Columbia. He's in BC.
I don't live in an island.
Yeah, I really
it not
don't
an
feel
island?
like we should be taking any kind of geographical advice for Canada.
No. Ask me a state right now, and I'll give you the capital.
A state or a country? I want to
state.
talk about Canada.
Give me
I
a
don't want
state.
to talk
Rick,
about.
name a state.
Rick lives in British Columbia.
Let's go with. How about Wyoming?
Cheyenne. Next.
No, we're done.
I guarantee it's Cheyenne.
Here's the thing. Rick is a trivia guy. He would probably know
Rick,
just
one
as
more.
much as
Go
you
ahead,
would.
Rick. One more state. Let's hear it.
Let's go. Let's go Washington State, right south of us.
Crap. What? Shut your mouth.
I think I know this one. Let me make sure.
I think it's Olympia.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, I think it's Olympia.
Do you know? Do you know if that's right?
Yeah, I believe it is Olympia. Yes.
Wow.
Oh, Tingwell's in the chat. He knows. He lives.
Beautiful. All right.
That's fine.
Rick,
Thanks
thank
for calling.
you for
Rick. Good night.
calling.
No,
Yeah, we
just
appreciate.
kidding. What's up, Rick?
I was just wondering. So I don't live in an island, but I live pretty secluded area. We have no hobby shops near us, so I'm pretty used to buying stuff off eBay and whatnot. When I go traveling, I go into a hobby shop, and I find that everything is more expensive there than I can get it on eBay.
Yep.
So what do people use their local hobby shops for when, you have a good relationship with, your local guy? What are people using that for besides, getting waxed or I don't know. Like I said, when I go in there, it's more expensive. So why am I making the time to go in there?
I think people will pay more for the experience, honestly. Like I think a box of Series 1 might be 90 on blowout, but if I can drive around the corner, two things: instant satisfaction. I get the thing right then. And then also I'm friends with Jim, the owner or whatever, and there's a relationship there and you kind of get sucked into that whole community thing, which I don't think is bad, by the way. I also go back and forth too. Like there's a ton of overhead with a hobby shop. So I've always struggled with this. My initial thought is well, I'm sorry you have rent to pay. That's not my problem.
Mm-hmm.
The flip side though, I'm like, yeah, but you also provide an experience that I'm not going to get if I buy a box on eBay. So as long as it's within reason, like if they're doubling up on price or some ridiculous stuff like that, then I hope the shop burns down.
I think too. You guys,
you're good with that? You didn't?
There's a lot of Yeah, I'm fine with you commenting on them burning down.
Okay.
Because my thought is most hobby shops, if they're good, I mean, if they're doing well, it's because they priced product well enough to sell. Because I think the consumer at this point is smart enough to know can I get this cheaper somewhere else? They're going to do their research. But that's why I'll go into a card shop, and it's just like if I go to Walmart or some like fancy store where I'm almost positive I could get this cheaper online. Like I'll go to Target, look at the game section because I know they'll have like all these games, and then I'll go online and start searching for
video games?
Board games. Board games can get expensive, but also video games.
When's the last time you played a board game?
Does a puzzle count? I did a puzzle Saturday.
Oh, I guess.
By the way, I got to tell you about this puzzle. You're not into puzzle. I'll talk to your wife about it. This puzzle moves. Hey, Rick, thanks for calling, bro. Appreciate it.
You're welcome, guys.
Have a good one.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you, sir. That's a good question.
It's a
I don't want
solid
to hear
question.
about the puzzle. I don't care. I hate puzzles.
Oh,
I do. I really can't.
guys, there are puzzles now that it's a puzzle, but then when you're done with it, it's like, oh, guess what? You can move this puzzle around, and there's like a big center of it, and you have a brand new puzzle to do. It changes everything around. It's hard to explain. They're all over TikTok. Go to TikTok, search #puzzle. Mike, any other comments on puzzles?
You're missing a big piece of the conversation here. See what I did there?
I don't.
All right. Are we done? We can be done. We've gone an hour. We fulfilled our obligation to.
We've gone an hour and a half.
Yeah, this is enough. I do think you're going to hate this. I think what we do.
No, don't even share the idea because it's probably not even going to happen. Because
Dude.
if you know that I'm already disliking
Well,
it,
you hate work. So
that's
I mean,
not. Oh, yeah, because I was the one who 3 hours early and you got here 30 minutes
actually,
before we
you
started.
did a good job. Everything works smoothly. I can't compliment you because you get weird. So you did a good job, though.
Thanks.
Everything works smooth from the get-go. Oh, he's clinching. Jacob knows you're clinching your jaw. That means he's upset.
Thanks.
I would rather insult you than compliment you. I think we both would rather have that happen, quite frankly.
I don't think so. I think we could just have a normal conversation, be buds, and not be mean to each other. But
I thought it'd be cool to do this once a month, but just phone call, just live phone in mailbag, nothing else.
And no video?
No. Do one live video on socials.
I mean,
one time
maybe.
a month.
Facebook ate the video alive, so no one saw it on there.
But YouTube is pretty busy.
I mean, yeah, YouTube's been consistent with like 50 guys in there, but I mean, I would like this to be a few hundred. If we were doing a regular podcast, thousands of people listen to that. That's what I would, if we saw like at least a few hundred on here, I'd be, yeah, absolutely.
But if we tried it once a month like that, and also we had some structure to it where literally we're going to, hey guys, we have a couple opening remarks each. That's it. We
hey,
go right
tea
to
time, keep it quiet. No one cares about that. I'm going to remove you from the chat.
That's it. There's just a couple opening comments, and then hey, right to the phones. But if we set up that phone with a multiple docs, like the online thing,
possibly
something to think about. I thought it'd be fun.
Yeah, I know. I know you thought that.
God.
Here's the problem: is that I come off as the bad guy, but then we go to do it, and you're like, "What? We decided to do that? Oh, why did we do this?"
No, if it's
when it
my
comes
idea,
down to
I
the,
like it.
no, you don't. You even come up with the excuse not to do it in the moment.
When
then I'm the bad guy.
When does this happen?
Anytime we take on a sponsor.
I do hate sponsors.
Yo, yeah, we're gonna do this for you and do that, and then it's time to do it. Oh God, why did we agree to this?
Podcast. I hate having to do reads. Oh my God. It's okay.
Oh, we love you all.
So we're never doing this again. Hope you enjoyed.
That's
it the first
not
time.
true. That's not true
exactly
either.
what I'm hearing. All right, we can be done, guys. Thanks for listening. The regular podcast will be back next Monday. And Thursday on Spotify
or wherever you get your podcasts.
Nope, only Spotify.
Okay.
Wellness Week officially has begun, so be well. Or don't be. I don't know. Give it. All right, kill it. Goodbye.
Cut the stream.
That's
So it's just
something.
still going.
I could. Oh, okay. I was gonna say that moon face has a look on it like you are not happy.
I'm just gonna leave it.
Just walk out.
Who says just because the podcast is over? Now people get to see. Okay, what's it like when they're not on the podcast?
It'd be great as soon as you hit on record. All right, well, good night, man. Mike's English.
That was an Australian accent, wasn't it? Do you know how to do it?
You know where the people from Australia came from? England. Same thing.
You know, they say it's an island full of prisoners. That's how it got started. You know that?
I only know a few people from Australia, and what I know, I would believe it.
You know, I can't believe I'm doing that podcast.
Are we done? I'm sorry,
So
yelling
early.
obscenities. Ready? Set.
It's still on. Okay. Well, okay. Yeah, I know we're still live, Franco. it's hard to just end it, with 38 people on YouTube. I don't want to say goodbye.
All right, Sam. Walk through the curtain.
Okay, bye.